Hello folks, this is Tony Drake from Drake & Associates with an educational economic update for October 2017. In this month's video, I'll discuss some of the major headlines that influenced markets in September. I'll also provide some insight into what these developments could mean for you as an investor. Please stay tuned at the end of this video for a required disclosure statement. As we enter October, the third quarter of 2017 is now behind us. While we still have to wait to receive most quarterly data, one detail is certain. Major indices performed well between July and September. The S&P 500, Dow, and NASDAQ all had positive performance last month and gained at least 3.9% for the quarter, and they are each up 9% more in 2017. With all of this growth, we have seen the indices hit a number of record highs, and the quarter's last trading day on September 29th was no different. Both the S&P and the NASDAQ closed with new records, while the NASDAQ reached its new height for the 50th straight time this year. The Dow closed only 0.1% away from a record high and notched its 8th straight quarter of gains for the first time since 1997. The S&P also ended up the quarter up, for the 8th time in a row, and the NASDAQ had its 5th straight quarter of gains. Between the recent weather disasters and geopolitical tensions, last month's positive performance might be a bit surprising. But rather than mirroring this volatility, markets were pretty calm. In fact, the S&P 500 had its least volatile September in history. Now we'll look at what happened last month and what might be on the horizon. Right before the end of September, we received the final reading of Gross Domestic Product, or GDP. Now that's a critical measurement of the economy's growth. The data showed 3.1% growth in the second quarter of 2017. This reading slightly beat expectations and indicates that the economy is growing faster than a lot of folks anticipated. In addition, the latest reading of personal income and consumer spending also increased. The services sector also showed growth, with 15 of 18 industries in the ISM non-manufacturing index having positive readings. And after struggling for years, corporate earnings seem to be back on solid ground. Last quarter marked the first time in 6 years that corporate earnings had 2 solid quarters in a row. But the economy still has room for improvement. Industrial production and retail sales both fell in their most recent readings, and the Fed's preferred inflation indicator, what's called the PCE, once again showed that inflation is far from the 2% rate that the Fed hopes to see. Nonetheless, the Fed has stated that it plans to raise interest rates 4 times before the end of 2018. If inflation remains low, they may have to rethink this plan. One change the Fed will be making is to begin lowering their massive balance sheet this month. During the Great Recession, the Fed plunged trillions of dollars into the economy. The Fed now believes the economy is strong enough to handle more normal monetary policy. So far, the markets haven't had a strong reaction to the Fed's long-anticipated decision to reverse its so-called quantitative easing, but will continue to monitor this action and a variety of other economic indicators throughout the rest of 2017. Looking ahead, many potential changes could be on the horizon, including tax reform. We are studying how any policy or economic updates could affect the markets. For now, if you have any questions about anything in the news or want more guidance on balancing your finances, we're definitely here to talk. That wraps up this month's educational economic update. We have some upcoming Social Security and retirement classes in the Milwaukee area. If you want to see the schedule, please visit us at wealthwisconsin.com to learn more, and be sure to listen to our Retirement Ready radio show on AM 620 WTMJ Saturdays at 1 o'clock. Once again, this is Tony Drake from Drake & Associates, signing off for the month of October 2017. Please remember that nothing we talk about here is a recommendation. If you'd like to discuss your personal financial situation, please give us a call. We're happy to talk. While we believe the information in this report is reliable, we cannot guarantee its accuracy. Opinions expressed are subject to change without notice and are not intended as investment advice or a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Please consult your financial professional before making any investment decisions. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. No investment strategy can guarantee a profit or protect against loss in periods of declining markets. The indices mentioned are unmanaged and cannot be invested into directly. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Investment advisory services are provided by Drake & Associates, LLC, a state of Wisconsin registered investment advisor. Insurance products are offered through a separate company, Law Financial Advisory Group, LLC, a Wisconsin insurance agency. Clients are under no obligation to purchase any recommended insurance products. That's it for now. We'll see you soon.